Ladies and gentlemen, please stay standing for the presentation of the colors and the pledge of allegiance. Advance the colors! There, colors. Will you join me in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Pose. March. Post the colors. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Pose. March. Order. Center. Face. Color forward. March.
Forward, march. Again, as I did earlier, I want to welcome you all to Carson Long Military Academy for Spring Family Weekend. It is very much a partnership, and I want to thank you all once again for placing in our trust your most precious possessions, your children. And we are here to help in any and every way possible. And as part of that, of course, it's always a journey. It's never really a destination. We're never really going to get there. It's always going to be a journey. And part of that journey tonight is celebrating the class of 2016, their senior ring ceremony. So it is an important milestone, and they all recognise that they are getting ever closer to commencement in June. An anxious time as well. Isn't it, Mr. Sickler?
Yes, sir.
It is. How many of you have heard of John Ronald Reuel Tolkien? J.R.R. Tolkien. Mr. Slagle, tell me about Tolkien.
Sir, that's like J.R.R. Tolkien who wrote the Lord of the Rings series.
He did, didn't he? He was born in Bloemfontein, South Africa in 1892 in the Orange Free State. He died in 1973 in Dorset. He served as an infantry officer in the First World War and fought in the bloody Battle of the Somme in 1916, where 55,000 British soldiers were killed or wounded on the first day of battle. Later he became a professor of Anglo-Saxon literature with a fellowship at Pembroke College, Oxford, where he wrote The Hobbit and the first two volumes of Lord of the Rings. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you now that this speech has absolutely nothing to do with any of that. It certainly will not be in 4 volumes, and I can guarantee to you all there will not be 6 3-hour movies made about this speech that gross hundreds of millions of dollars in box office and Blu-ray sales. I'm also pretty sure that there are no magical rings of power as Tolkien described in The Lord of the Rings. 3 rings for the Elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men in their halls of stone, 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Or are there rings of power? That is the question. Maybe not quite to the same scale as the 1 ring depicted in Tolkien's mythical Arda and Middle-earth, but seniors of the class of 2016, the rings that you are about to receive do have tremendous symbolic power that perhaps has a great deal more to do with each of you than the shiny rings themselves. Because it's my belief, and I hope yours, that these rings, these class rings, are truly symbolic of your individual success so far in becoming a senior at Carson Long, with all that that entails. Carson Long Military Academy is not easy. Let me reach a small secret. It's not supposed to be. Easy is for other places. If it's easy, it's not worth doing. Here, we will challenge you. We will ask more of you than you thought possible. We will push you hard. We talk in terms of values that are counterculture to much of American society. And above all else, we talk of army values. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honour, integrity, and personal courage. And we will hold you accountable to these standards of excellence today and into the future. Because standards never go out of fashion. Gentlemen, your status as seniors today clearly demonstrates perseverance, grit, fortitude, strength, judgment, responsibility, endurance, but also compassion, sacrifice, altruism, respect, and perhaps just as important, because I've heard it from all of you, a sense of humour. Ultimately, as seniors, these rings that you will receive tonight validate a proposition that in order to lead, you must serve others. I will repeat that. In order to lead, you must serve others. Please always remember that you do not need rank to lead. For true leadership is underpinned most significantly by undiminished moral values. In Carson Long's speak, choosing the harder right rather than the easier wrong. The great Chinese philosopher Sun Tzu, in his classic treatise, The Art of War, perhaps best of all encapsulated the ideals of leadership that we strive each and every day to cultivate in all of you. Reliance on intelligence alone results in rebelliousness. Exercise of humaneness alone results in weakness. Fixation on trust results in folly. Dependence on the strength of courage results in violence. Excessive discipline and sternness in command results in cruelty. When one has all 5 virtues together, each appropriate to its function, then and only then can one be a leader. So gentlemen, perhaps these rings are powerful after all, for they carry both your name and the school seal together. And in wearing them, they are symbolic of your enduring connection, not just to this academy, but to each other for all time as the graduating class of 2016. Look around at your classmates. Look at them. You have walked this road together in comradeship. And within only a few months, you will go on to commencement and graduation. Some of you will go into military service and serve your nation. Some of you will go to university. Others of you will go into employment. But I do know that in the few months you have left to pass along, you will continue to support and help each other every single day. Why? Because I think perhaps these really are rings of power that unequivocally bind you, not only to each other, but to a higher ideal, to an historic trust to live virtuous, humane, trustworthy, and disciplined lives in the sure knowledge that you will always be part of something greater than yourself. An unending journey to ensure a better world, because Carson Long boys lived imbued with an unshakable belief that one man of principle can and always will make a difference. You are those men. And it is my honour and privilege tonight to give to you your class rings.
Brian Christopher Eastet. Rashad Butler. Prasad DeSantis. Markel Antoine DeJust. Brady Nicholas Kyle. Zachary Brahms Levine. Lingming Liu. Devin McGagan. Matthew Moftadi. Sebastian Renee. Durham Albrecht Richards. Brent William Romberger. Gavin Michael Sigler. Gunner Charles Slagle. Kenichi Chidera Uchegwu. Rami Sky Salazi Weaver. Tyler Lee Willis. Leon Yakubowski. Mike Yakubowski.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think class of 2016 deserve a round of applause.